Hey y'all, hey crew, good evening and happy Winning Wednesday. So, I have been really working on my morning routine. And I've been off and on with it, but I've been very consistent with it lately, and there have been so many, I would say, good benefits from it. It's just I wake up looking forward to putting myself first. I go to bed in a good mood, and I start my day just amazing. Like I'm already a positive, perky, bubbly person, but there's something about this morning routine. There's something about making yourself a priority. So if you are not making yourself a priority, I highly encourage you to do something in the morning for yourself. Some type of physical activity, stretching, yoga, some type of mental clarity, reading the Bible if you are a believer, meditation, prayer, journaling, all of those things. Just something in the morning to direct your day. You decide how your day is going to go. You do not let anything or any dynamics or circumstances control or dictate your life. We direct. We are the directors and the producers of our lives, not the world. Do not let the world pull you in every direction. So if you put yourself first in the morning, that sets the precedence. That's your day starts with you and what you do for yourself, and you can continue that dynamic and that energy throughout the whole day. Okay, so anyway, I wanted to share I wanted to share yesterday, but I was really busy in the evening. I did not have time, but I wanted to come on today too. So I have been reading A Course in Miracles. This book is, I'm not really sure. It's I guess, let's see what it is. It's a book filled with biblical lessons and the universal law, lessons of the universal law. So what I do in the morning, let me share a little bit about my morning routine. And this is something I got from Rebecca Lynn Pope. Rebecca Lynn Pope is who I have been following, and we're having a session tonight on lightening up spiritually. So anyway, but she's just been amazing in terms of the energy and thinking beyond how people treat you, and more so focused on the fact that we are all God's children. We're all imperfect. We have all gone through pain and hurt and suffering, and some individuals have not done the work, and their behavior has nothing to do with you. How they treat you, if they hurt you, has nothing to do with you. It's a reflection of what they have been through and things that they're struggling with and things that they need to work on. So if we take it like that and we think about it like that, we are more likely to forgive and give them love. It doesn't mean we have to keep them in our lives, but we give them love, right? And we move on. And when we're doing that, we're letting go of the hurt and the pain and the anger that was deep inside of us. You got to let go. You got to forgive people, because who is bearing the burden of you not forgiving? Is it them? They might not even be thinking about you, right? They might be so consumed with what's going on in their lives, they're not even giving you a second thought. So think about that. And if we are God's children, God forgives us all every single day. There's so many things, that we do as imperfect humans, and God chooses to forgive us. So if we want the same grace that God gives us, if we want God to continue to bestow that grace upon us, we have to learn to bestow that same grace upon other people. And that is so hard. But I kid you not, just I've been working on this just in terms of letting go of past hurts and pains. And I think it's a daily thing. I think sometimes you might revert back because you might be triggered by something. You might forget, you think you're good, and then something happens and it's just like you spiral. We're human. Those things happen, but I think as long as we're working on those things, it'll benefit us. So with all of that being said, this book, Game Changer. So A Course in Miracles, and I've been reading one insert every morning and then journaling, like journaling about whatever. It could be journaling about what's in the book. It could be about what's in my mind. There's no limit to the journaling. Okay, morning routine, my bad. Morning routine is before I get up, and this was from Rebecca Lynn Pope. She had a workshop about a soft life, right? How do you have a soft life, especially as a woman, because we're the providers, we're the caregivers. We have so many responsibilities, and when we do have so much, especially if you're a single mom too, just in general, we are doing everything, and that's not the way God intended this life to be. So it can make us hard. It can make us more masculine, and that's not who we're truly supposed to be. I think it impacts our health, and also it impacts how we view the world and also how we show up in the world. So we want to be soft. We want to try to be soft, and with that comes taking care of yourself. So I drifted again. Morning routine. We're gonna get to it at some point. Morning routine, right? So first thing I do, and this is the routine that Rebecca Lynn Pope was talking about in her Soft Life workshop. So, and I've noticed the difference. Before I get out of bed, I pray to God. I ask him about the things that I need to release. I ask him about the things I need help with. Then I come to the mat and I meditate, I journal, I read an affirmation, right? So I set my day off about me and my relationship with God, and also the things I want to accomplish, and just me being who I am. So that's like a part of the morning routine that she shared. And with that, I started reading A Course in Miracles, which is also something that she shared. And yesterday's insert really got to me. I'm trying to find the exact insert because I had it in my head yesterday and I wanted to share it, but I didn't have time. Let me see. I should have prepared this ahead of time, but I did not. So let's see if I can find it. Hold on, y'all. Okay, I know that the title of the section was Fear and Conflict. And I think the main point was fear is a decision. Fear is something that is involuntary. It's not in our control. We do fear things that we fear the unknown. We're scared of certain things. But God tells us not to fear, and fear is a part of what causes confusion in our lives. And it's pointless for us to believe that controlling the outcome of misthought can result in healing. When you are fearful, you have chosen wrongly. That is why you feel responsible for it. You must change your mind, not your behavior. And this is a matter of willingness. You do not need guidance except at the mind level. Correction belongs only at the level where change is possible. Change does not mean anything at the symptom level where it cannot work. So, and the correction of fear is your responsibility. So I think the biggest thing I'm learning in these lessons is that our mind, well, I know that anyway, our mind is the most powerful tool that we have. Our mind is what controls everything else. So if you believe that you can't do it, even if you're saying it out loud, even if you're reading affirmations, you won't get it done, and it will become a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you empower yourself and you direct your steps and you're purposeful and intentional with who you surround yourself with, your activities, the things that you do on your daily basis, how you take care of yourself, and you stand firm in that energy, that will shift your mindset. If you work on your mind, if you read positive books, if you meditate, if you pray to God for peace and clarity, or even to ask him to take those problems and take those hardships and take those struggles away and leave it with God, right? If we do those things, it can impact our mind tremendously. So that's like, to me, that's the biggest thing that all of these lessons are teaching me. Just your mind is powerful. And I mean, how many of us have had a moment where maybe we spoke to someone and they said something negatively about us, right? And you just spiral and you let it ruminate and you let it ruminate and you let it ruminate. And before you know it, you're not feeling good about yourself. Maybe you're overeating now because you're feeling bad because someone else said something. Like, the mind is a powerful thing. That's also why you have to make sure you protect your peace and your energy, and also you mind the company that you keep, because the people around you, they can impact how you think. So that's important. And then your mind being influenced by other people will impact how you move, how you feel about yourself, how productive you are, how ambitious you are, if you accomplish your dreams. All of this stems and starts with the mind. Isn't that powerful? So it's powerful in both ways. It's powerful in the fact that you have to protect your mind, your peace, your sanity, maintain the company that you keep. But could you imagine who you could be, where you could go, what you could be doing next year this time if you practice these steps, if you focus on you, if you work on the things that you need to work on for you, if you mind the company you keep, if you eliminate people from your life that don't make you feel good, you notice that they drain you. You notice when you leave them, you feel worse than when you met up with them. You feel like something is not right. If you leave those people alone, if you focus on yourself, if you focus on your mental health, if you start meditating, journaling, praying, going to therapy, talking to a coach, spending time with yourself, loving you, working on you, doing the things that make you happy and make you feel good, and focus on the good, and also forgive those who have hurt you. Can you imagine how much lighter you would be? And see, this is like I'm an infomercial for Rebecca Lynn and her classes. So she's hosting free classes, and tonight we're gonna be we're in the September's series is Lighten Up. So we're releasing judgment. We are focusing in on forgiving others in an effort to lighten ourselves so we can manifest the things that God put us on this earth to manifest and accomplish. Because if you're so weighed down with the weight of the world and problems and fears and doubts and resentment with people, sorry, my phone is on 20%. How much energy do you really have to be great, to live in purpose, to manifest everything that your heart desires? Think about that. So another one that I read today was Cause and Effect. Let's see. I don't know. I might have to wait for this one. Yeah, I'm going to wait for this one. And next time I'm going to highlight the things. But I just wanted to talk about the mindset. The mindset is the key to all things. It is the opening door to everything that your heart desires and that you were put on this earth to do. Protecting your mind is key. So that's all I have today. Whenever I have the spirit that moves me and I noticed something in here that might be worth sharing. I think the whole book might be phenomenal. I don't know. I'm at the very beginning, kind of. So this is, yeah, I'm like here. And I have all of this left, right? But I will be sharing as, I see that it might be helpful to somebody. So anyway, hope you guys have an amazing evening. And be sure to tune in. I figured out how to put the audio just on a loop on my video to make it a video for the podcast versus just a link to Spotify for the podcast. So be sure you tune in to this Sunday for our next podcast episode for the Glow Up Podcast, where we are working through Valerie Burton's book, Coaching for Successful Women. Have a good evening.